Welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by for a visit today. I always enjoy visiting with you guys, and I'm glad you come and visit with me. It's exciting. So I hope you're all having just a wonderful day and making the best of your day, no matter what's going on in your world. But I hope it's a good day anyway, whatever's going on. Today I wanted to do a review on some new crochet hooks. Now, I ordered these hooks myself. I paid with my own money. It's not sponsored or anything like that. I just saw the hooks and thought, well, that looks interesting. And people were talking about the handles were big and, they helped with their hand cramps and stuff like that. And so that's definitely an issue for me. And I know that's an issue for some of you guys. You can see Sassy right here. So I wanted to order the hooks and try them out and give you guys a review, whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Now, I ordered these hooks from Knit Picks. Is that right? These are called Wecrochet Dots Crochet Hook Set. Here is the little card, Knit Picks. I just love this little color layout there. Okay, so that doesn't tell anything about the hooks. It just says that it's from Knit Picks. My invoice here, let me see what it tells. Wecrochet. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not up on this game. I've never ordered anything else from Knit Picks. So there's two different websites here. Knitpicks.com and crochet.com, which happens to be Wecrochet is the name of that one. So I really don't know if these are from Knit Picks or Wecrochet, but it may be the same company. I just really don't even know. Oh, there's another company here listed too, Crafts Group LLC. So there's 3 different companies listed on here, but I will leave you the link below where I went and ordered these hooks. My invoice here doesn't even say what I paid or anything, but I believe they were like $24.99. And for a whole set of hooks, that's, not a bad price. So here's the box that they came in. On the back it says Wecrochet crochet hooks with sharp points and a comfortable I never get to say that correctly. Ergonomic handle. These Wecrochet hooks are the perfect set for long periods of crocheting. So that's what intrigued me. It says in here there's a 2mm, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and a 6. So, yeah, and that's what it looks like, the box. It's a very small, tiny box. Here's the other side, a little picture there. Very small, tiny box. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. These come in a bag, and it was just these 3 things in the bag. I've seen other people open them, and it appeared they received them differently. Here we go. So let's see what we got here. Okay, the handles aren't quite as large as I thought they would be. Let's start here with a little tiny 2. Some of you guys could use these, and I'm so happy for you. A little envious, but no, I'm glad that you can use a small hook if that's what you choose, and can crochet with thread and such, but I'm not there. My hands cannot do that. You never know. I might one day. I'm working my way down, and I practiced, like I made a bunny here last week. Yeah, I finished it up last week. And I was practicing using a 4 because before my last hand surgery, I was using a 4mm hook comfortably, and my projects were turning out beautiful. and I worked my way down to like a 3.75, which isn't much of a difference. But I was just kind of practicing and working my way down because I would like to use a 3.5, on some, amigurumi projects. But anyway, and then I had my hand surgery, and Lord, I had to start all over with a 5 again and work on that for a little while and get my tension and gauge and all that back normal. And so now I'm starting to practice with a 4. So once I get that 4 down, and my projects are turning out nicely, I'll move on down. Not to this one, not for a while. Let's see. And so this is a red and pink. The hook itself is pink from this end to this end, and like it's probably like 3D printed, this handle, and it has the dots on it, and then it like has this overlay of this rubbery handle there. So the hook itself here is pink, so it looks like the whole entire thing is a pink plastic, and then they have different colored overlays on them. So this one is red. Now I don't know if I have these in the right order. This 2.5. This one is pink. Yeah, very pretty. Let's see. What's next? Should be seeing a 3 somewhere, maybe. Okay, let's see. 3.5. Okay, and this is 3, and it's an orange, very pretty orange. The 3.5 is this lime green. Love that lime green, spring green. And then we have a 4 here that is this turquoise. So yeah, I do want to practice, making some more amigurumis. That that rabbit was totally, a practice project to try to improve my crocheting using a smaller hook. So I will be using this hook some. I don't know if the handle is quite large enough for me and my hand issues, but it's not tiny, but it's not huge. But I will say this. Oh, let me keep going through them. So that was a 3. No, that was a 4. Here's a 4.5, and it is a blue and pink. And then we have a 5, a 5. It's kind of a dark purplish color. And then we have a 5.5, which is a lavender or orchid color. And then we have a 6, and that's the hook I would probably use the most. And it's pink. And so I will say that the size of the hook is like embedded right there. I don't know if you can see that on there, maybe so, but it's embedded in that plastic, so it's not going to rub off or anything like that. And I actually am having a little trouble seeing them, and it could be the lighting in this room, but I could take just a little dab of black paint and just dab on that and then wipe it off and let that paint go into that, so that would show up a little better for me. But I doubt I ever do it, but I could do it if I wanted to, right? I'm never going to get around to doing that, but it sounds like a good idea. If anybody has hooks with embedded like that, what have you done to help see the, indented parts better? Okay, I've heard this mentioned, and this is true. One good thing about this is the size of the hook from the littlest, which is a 2mm, to a 6mm. The handles are the same size. So that's very interesting, you know, like, because some of these hooks, let me just pick two here. I don't even know what size these are. This is I think it's a 3.5, and this one is a 5. But the size 5 hook is definitely, the handle is bigger than the 3 there, 3.5 or whatever that is. So the hook got smaller and the handle did too. So that really doesn't help us out when we have hand issues for the handle to get smaller. So that is a cool thing about these, is that the handle is the same throughout whatever size. And that's why I say they probably have like this mold. They have this machine that's spitting out these molds from here to here. And then they probably go to certain places and get a certain, you know, handle color put on them and a hook put in. So they're the same except for the size of the hook. Now these, I was feeling of this one right here. I'm going to feel of all of them, because sometimes you get a set of hooks and one of them out of the whole set is going to have a little nick something on it. So I'm just going to feel all these really quick to see if I feel anything with my fingers, my numb fingers. Those all feel fine. Oh, this one feels slightly different. This one between these two, I don't feel a nick or anything, but it feels like a totally different metal. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not feeling any kind of nicks or pricks or little anything that, you know, is gonna catch on yarn and slow things down. But these two, the metals feel different. They almost even look different. Now these are, I would say, a boy shape hook. I mean, they're not Susan Bates inclined, you know, they look more boyish. They come from the boy family instead of the Susan Bates family. That's just the best way I know to put that. Do I have, I don't think I have a clover hook in here, but I was going to show that, you know, they pretty much look like a clover hook. But anyway, we're going to go to my desk and I'm going to crochet up a little sample, starting with the 6mm hook and working my way down as far as I can go. All right, so come join me at my desk and we'll see what we got going on with these hooks. Okay guys, so we're at my desk and I have the hooks all laid out. Don't they look beautiful? They are very pretty and colorful. I will give that to them for sure. And they seem well made. Like they are well made. I can tell that they are. So here is a 6mm J hook from Clover, and here is the 6mm hook from Wecrochet or Knit Picks, the dot hooks. So anyway, I was going to just point out that the shaft is just about the same. It is like the same length. The handle is different, so if you like a short handle, these might not work for you because they are a little bit longer. But the plastic rubber, or not plastic, but the rubber handle on this feels pretty much like the rubber handle on this one. The only thing is we have these little plastic dots that poke through. You know, they're decorative. But they are, you know, rounded on the back side, and the front of both of these hooks have a little bit of a flat area there. And I will say the this one has a bigger handle than this. Now I love a clover hook, I do. Before my last hand surgery, which was amputation of this finger, before that I could
pop out some projects using my clover hooks, okay? But this handle being a little bit larger than this might, you know, work very nicely. But like I said, the shaft here is about the same length. The handle here is a little bit longer. Let me see if I can just measure that right over here. It's not quite an inch longer, but almost. So it just depends if you like a long handle or not. But I will say this handle is a little bit larger than the clover, but they are both have that little flat on the top and rounded. So I started a little swatch here, and I went ahead and started this up because to chain and get going, I have to have my hand brace on to hold my hook, which is something like this. That's what I have to get started on crocheting. But afterwards, I'm usually able to hold a hook and crochet. So I'm doing single crochets here. I put this in and I'm just sliding that to see how that feels. Let me try it again with the clover and see how that feels. It does run a little smoother on the clover than it does on this one. So let's just try to crochet this up and see. Now a clover is just a yummy crochet hook. You can just ignore my little drop of egg, egg drop soup there. So anyway, I'm just going to crochet a little sample here and see how this goes. Now if you're used to a clover, I would say it does not seem to be quite as smooth as a clover. Someone told me, or I saw that someone said, that after they crocheted with the hook for a while, it did get smoother. It was almost like it had like a coating on the shaft here. Oh, you know, it is getting smoother. That first 2 stitches was just like, but it is getting smoother going along on this. I'm just gonna push my ball over there to get some yarn. So I'm just doing a row of single crochets. Yes, it is getting much smoother as I go. It's almost like there's a little coating on there. So I bet if you took a, or if I, rather, I bet if I take a Microsoft fiber rag and rub on this and get whatever coating may possibly be on there, it would slick it on up and run a little smoother. So that's the 6mm hook. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to try the 5.5mm hook and see how that works. Well, seems to be working just fine. The handle is a nice size, so if you do like clover style hooks, but you do find that you need a little bit of a bigger handle, these might work nicely for you. So this is the 5.5. Okay, and I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to grab the 5 and go with that. Yep, it's a 5. And crochet just a little bit with it. I'm going to try to use every hook and see how far down I can go. The nice thing about this is that even the small hooks have this larger handle. Okay, Okay, it feels nice to me. Feels really good to me, actually. I could stand for the handle to be a little bit bigger, though. Okay, this is a 4.5. We're working our way down. So this is a 4.5. This one feels like it has a little coating on it like the first one did. The other's not so much. But it feels like it is working off. Okay, so that 4.5 seems really nice. Now we have a 4mm hook. And let me just see how this 4 feels. Now this is getting into the size hooks I'm not used to using. But again, I do like that the handle did not get smaller. So we all have a favorite size hook. What is your favorite size hook to use? For me, a 6, a J hook, is my favorite for blankets. I like the drapiness that it gives, and it's just gives nice stitches for a blanket. Now for amigurumis, I prefer a 4, as I was using before my hand surgery, but I'm back up to using a 5 now. But I'm going to get back down. Okay, so that is the 4mm hook. Now, dare I try to go smaller. This is a 3.5, and we are going to turn our work and for this little sample here, and I am just going to, okay, now I have a little difficulty here, but it's not the hook's fault. My hand is getting tired, and that's not necessarily the hook's fault either. That is a hand issue for myself. And usually I've, taken a lot of little breaks between now and stretched my hand out. When I'm crocheting, my fingers that are not there tend to wrap around the hook like this very tightly. And so every now and then I have to stop and stretch out my hands and my fingers here that are not there. I need to stretch them out to just give my hand a little break. Now this is a 4-weight yarn that I am using, and this is a 3.5 hook. So normally people who use 3.5 hook are using a smaller yarn. But I will tell you that this crochets right up. No issue there. No issue. Okay, we have a couple more sizes to go. 3 more to be exact. And I'm going to try to do them. Okay. Now, let's see. Next up, we have the 3.0. 3mm hook. Okay. Now I'm having a little bit hard time pulling through that because, it's a 4-weight yarn and a 3mm hook. And I did split there. But again, it's, you know, the weight of the yarn and the size of the hook. Okay, I'm going to switch on down and try the 2mm hook. I've never used a 2mm hook before. Okay, here we go. Wow. Never thought I'd crochet with a 2mm hook. Alright, one more stitch. Now it is, well, it was turned. Okay. Again, it's split. Now, I think these are nice hooks. They're not clovers, so that's the best thing that I have to compare them to is a clover. That's just getting a little split, very splitty there. But again, you know, I'm using a 4-weight hook and a a 4-weight yarn and a teeny tiny hook. Okay, y'all, let's just try this for funsies. This is a 2mm hook. As I was saying, clover is the best thing that I could compare these to, and they're not a clover. The clover, the metal part on a clover, aluminum, or whatever that is a special kind of hook. I mean, that is very, very special, where that yarn just glides on there like butter. These do not glide like that. I can't do that with a one. I tried. Okay, so that's my little sample that I just kind of worked up that I'll be frogging. But back to the clover. But the thing about the clover is the handle gets smaller the smaller the hook. The handle goes down in size instead of staying this side, you know, like this right here is a 2.5 and a 6mm. So this handle is larger than this handle, but over here, a 6mm hook and a, what's that, a 2.5? The handles are the same size. So that does make a difference. If you have hand issues and you need a larger handle, that does make a difference. And then, you have to decide whether you like for the handle to hang off there any, or if you like for your handle to be much shorter. But pretty much they are short shafted hooks, and I normally like a short shaft hook. You can just feel that this clover is a little bit slicker. It's a little bit slicker. Now, if you do not have a set of clover hooks, I would recommend saving your money from these and investing it in a set of clovers. There are things you can get to change the size of your hooks. As I was just recently sent this, and I did add this. Big Daddy popped it off of a hook that it was on and stuck it on a clover for me, just because I needed to use that clover for a certain project that I was working on. And so that does make a difference for me. And if you have hand issues and arthritic, or whatever issues it might be that you need a larger handle, this little tubing is awesome there. Now I have one of those that I was going to just try. Right here, just to see if these tubes would fit on these bigger handles to make that even better. One second. Okay, so a tube like this will fit on that, and you can still see the size of your hook. This could be pushed down a little further. I didn't really want to stretch it because I'm probably not going to leave this on here. I'm going to put it back on the hook it was on. But, yeah, I like that. I like that. But if you are not needing to use extra tubing or something like that to make your hook larger, you might not need a handle any larger than this. Like, this is a good size handle for someone who just needs a handle that's not tiny, right? Because that's a big difference in the hook handles. Like, this is a 3.25. That's a 2.5. Let's see what this one is. That's a 2.5. This is a 3. Oh, that's a 3. Okay, both of these are 3.5. And you can see this is a tiny, tiny handle compared to this. So this handle is much larger. This is not smooth as a clover, but I'm just wondering if you was to take a microfiber soft rag and kind of polish that, or if you know of something else that you can polish with that might smooth these out a little bit more so that they run like a clover. So if you know of anything like that, please put that in the comments for me and everyone else. So there you go, friends. I did use each and every one of these hooks. Now, I did have trouble with these tiny, tiny ones. But I was using a 4-weight yarn with a tiny, tiny hook. And, normally when somebody uses these size hooks, they're going to use a smaller yarn. I don't have a smaller yarn or didn't have one on hand there. So, and if it makes any difference to you, I was using a red heart yarn. So my opinion of these Wecrochet Knit Pick Crafts Group hooks, I'm going to leave a link to the exact hooks that I ordered. But anyway, my review is I give them a thumbs up. Mainly because the size of the hook stays the same. The size of the handle stays the same no matter the size of the hook. I think that's big. That's a big improvement for hooks. And I think like companies like Clover and other, crochet hooks need to pay attention to that. That people with, hand issues, we need larger size handles. And we don't need that handle to get smaller as we go down on the size of the hook. We need that handle to stay large. So I will say that the 6 handle, working with the 6 on down till about till the 4 was fine with that red heart yarn, but once I got below the 4, it was having trouble with that number 4 weight yarn, and I think that's a normal thing. What do you think? But like I said, they're not a clover, but they're a good alternative for that. I'm going to try to polish my hooks up some and see if they don't get any smoother. Here comes Phoebe. See if they don't get any smoother to work with or whatever. Come here, Phoebe. You can come say hi. Come here, baby. Oh. She just bust that door open and come on in here to say hi, didn't you, baby? Yeah. I miss her mommy. But yeah, I give them a thumbs up. I do. You know, but if you're very, very picky and you only love a clover and you don't love anything else, you know, they may not be for you. or if you need a short handle, or if you need a long shaft, you probably would not enjoy these hooks. But I think they're going to work for me. You know, I just like to have a set of crochet hooks in all my different bags and different places in the house that I might crochet. So I like to have different sets of hooks, and I think that's okay. I think we're all like that, right? But I did want to try these hooks out so that I could tell you guys about them and give you my honest review. Like I said, I paid for these with my own money, so I can say whatever I want to say about them in my opinion. And my opinion is I do give it a thumbs up. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I am going to go work on a project that I'm trying to bust out. I've been working on this project, and then I've had some really bad days where I just felt bad, and I'm like almost got it done each day, and I can't push through and get it done. So tonight's the night. I'm gonna push through that project, I hope. Huh, Phoebe? You wanna go cuddle? You wanna go cuddle a little bit? Yeah. Go cuddle with my baby girl, and then I'll crochet. Oh, she's yawning. Oh, where's Mama's baby? Bye, friends. I will see you in the next video. Y'all, it's a beautiful day to crochet. Love you guys.